Yep.
Volume 1.
Yeah,
It
that's
was.
what memes. Okay, so what about do we want to do Dragon Ball villains now?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I'm actually down for that.
That one or
I'll actually record Dragon Ball villains.
the evolutions was good too.
Yeah, I just feel like if we do forms, like I feel like I wouldn't really want to rank like. There's a couple I'd want to take off because like I don't really know like base Android 17. I don't know if I'd really consider that like for ranking or base Sarbon.
But we'll add like an extra tier that says doesn't count, and we'll throw whatever.
Okay, yeah, we
on
could
there.
do it then. We could do it then.
All right, let's do.
Want to do forms for them? Or do we want to do villains?
Let's do
I'm
forms.
down for either, but want to rank.
Because I feel like some
Okay,
of these forms will also kind of translate into villain, but
Okay, I kind of want to. Okay, should I just mute my mic? I'm actually gonna record. I can just do like a little intro while I'm muted.
okay, go ahead.
That way it doesn't like pop up on your thing. Hold up, let me. I'm recoloring my tiers though. I like to make them blue instead of the default color. So y'all just have Z through D and then a not ranking tier list. Okay, hold up. Alex, so I guess in terms of like how we're ranking these are basically just our opinions, right, on how we like them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
how
we
we
go
like
by
them,
theirs? I
how
think we go by theirs.
how good of a
Just with
form it
Z.
is. You know, just
Yeah, I guess
overall.
best moments too and stuff.
Yeah, also whether or not the form was well deserved or not.
So yeah, so in terms of not ranking, like I don't really want to rank base 17.
Why are we gonna rank? Well, why not just not rank base forms?
Yeah, let's just not rank base form. It's not really a form. It's just kind of how they were born. Regular not really.
Is this just regular Goku at the first?
Yeah. So I'm gonna take off 17 base forms, Arbon, and then I think regular River. I don't know. I might could just rank her just cause she's a waifu and be like magical girl sucks. We don't have to do that though.
Let's see.
Baby, do we want to rank base baby? Because he technically had stuff, but we could probably take off.
All right.
Baby, maybe too.
All right, I'm going. All right, here's what
I guess we could keep all the boos though, because each boo is technically unique. Okay, what are you doing, Alex?
I'm going ahead and taking away all the base forms, and I don't know if Super 17 technically isn't a form. That's a fusion between two 17s.
I'm gonna put it though. I'm gonna rank that. I think because it was kind of its own thing.
I mean, it's sort of its own, but it's more of a fusion.
It is more of a fusion, but I might rank it. I'll see when we get to how I'm feeling.
Okay. So let me.
So are we gonna go in order, or do we want to like? Do we want to go in terms of like the order they were introduced into the show, or do we want to go just straight up like the order on the tier list?
Order on the tier list, just
order on the tier list.
Okay. So.
All right, Great Ape.
Great Ape, first one. So Great Ape obviously introduced way back in Dragon Ball when Goku turned into spoilers, killed his granddad in his ape form without realizing it. So it's a very old form. It's been in the show a long time,
and it's really cool.
It faded into obscurity starting around like early Z.
Yeah,
kind of sucked.
Yeah,
I mean Super Saiyan came out 50 times stronger. You have more control than most Saiyans do in Great Ape.
Yeah,
but Great Ape is really cool.
But
it made the Saiyans unique.
But back when the Great Ape did come out, it was kind of like an out of nowhere kind of thing.
Not C. Not C. Not C. I would say A, maybe B. I might at worst B. I might put it in A though, because it does make the same.
You're right.
And it did set Goku apart, because Goku had that tail when he was a kid, and it's like, why do you have that tail? I made him, it kind of explains why he was kind of OP.
Yeah, I'd say B tier.
Okay, I might could put it in B then.
Just because, I mean,
see.
among
Yeah.
all of the transformations on this list, it's one of the few transformations that actually feels like a transformation, not like just a color swap of someone's hair or palette
Yeah,
swap.
it's either high. I might. It's either high B, low A. I'll have to see based on where we put everything else. Okay, we got the OG Super Saiyan.
That's Z tier, easy.
Obviously, yeah, Super Saiyan Z tier. I mean, it started it all. It's maybe one of if not the most iconic moments in the show. You know, Krillin dies, Goku's getting pieced.
He gets angry.
And then you don't. That's like one of the first couple times you really see Goku like legit angry.
Mm-hmm.
We got Ascended Super Saiyan. Basically, it's just muscled up Super Saiyan. Kind of gets folded by Cell.
Well, no, I mean first
that's Super Saiyan Vegeta.
I mean, technically, this is Super Vegeta. Which is
well, no, because listen, Ascended Super Saiyan is Grade 2 and Grade 3. Grade 2 is the one Vegeta uses. Grade 3 is the one Trunks uses. So basically, Ascended Super Saiyan makes your base power higher, but your speed and stamina get reduced. But it's basically just Super Saiyan with muscles, so it's either B or C. Like,
it's B tier.
Yeah, it's not on the same as Grade 8, definitely.
Gohan Super Saiyan 2,
well, this is just Super Saiyan 2 in general, but honestly, I like it, Super Saiyan 2, but at the same time, Super Saiyan 2 has good moments, and it stays getting used up to Super.
Yeah.
If we go off of the Gohan moment of getting Super Saiyan 2, it's
I might have to put
probably
it A,
B.
I might have to put it A, though, because
A.
It's cool, but at the same time, it is just like slightly spikier hair in the Super Saiyan 2, and it has lightning. So it's not really that different.
I'm kind of
torn. It does have good moments.
I'm torn between Z and A, just because I want to put it in Z just because of the moment where it was brought out. But I feel like this is another argument I have with this transformation, which is it's not that different from Super Saiyan.
That's how I am. So like Super Saiyan 2 might be my favorite, but I gotta be honest, it doesn't. It's not that different. It didn't really change the game that much.
Mm-hmm.
And it also led to some confusion later in the series. Like, there's some moments where they think that the designers forgot to draw the lightning. They're not sure whether it's Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2. So but it's still a good form, has good moments. I'll put it in A.
I just say purely for Gohan, it's an A.
Purely for Gohan, it's Z, but Goku and Vegeta use it, and then later Caulifla gets it, and Kappa gets it. So
oh god, don't mention that. You make me want to put it in D tier after mentioning that.
It's A. It's A.
It's A.
It's A.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Super Saiyan 3.
Super Saiyan 3. I think this is C tier.
Maybe the coolest transformation of all time.
Yeah, that even further beyond.
But Super Saiyan 3 Super Saiyan 3 never gets a mainline W. It stays taking L's.
I think this is
the best it ever gets in terms of not movies is freaking the closest thing it gets to a W is I could have beat Fat Boo if I tried. Then they give it to Gotenks, and it really devalues the form. I think if they never give it to Gotenks, easy Z. But Gotenks got it.
This goes on the bottom of C. That's my opinion. Just bottom of C.
Nah, I mean, I think it's B or A.
No,
I think it's.
I mean, it qualifies as a transformation in my opinion because it actually transforms more than the other
No,
Saiyans.
it's definitely
but it doesn't look like it's been able to actually beat people. Like this form is apparently supposed to be stronger than the other forms, but he couldn't even.
It has the big drawback, and then they keep making it take L's on screen. The only W it takes is in a movie.
At least in Ascended Super Saiyan, Vegeta was able to like throw Cell around for a little bit in his second form.
If we can count the movies as canon, if we can count that, because
I'm putting it in B above Grade 8. I'm putting it B above Grade 8.
Because of in that movie with Tapion, that Super Saiyan 3 Goku was actually really cool, and that Dragon Fist he did.
He gets the deeper voice, which is pretty cool. The first transformation's really cool, but at the same time, they give it to Gotenks to devalue the crap out of it, and it never takes a canon W.
Yeah, doesn't he yell Grade 8 like with the Grade 8 when he's transforming?
I think if they give Gotenks Super Saiyan 2,
no, that's Super Saiyan 4 you're thinking
this
about.
might could have an argument to be a little higher. Okay, so we have maybe my favorite of all time, Mystic form. This is Gohan exclusive.
Mystic form, in my opinion,
he has one of the coolest lines ever, dude. When he rolls up on Boo and he's like, "Fight you? Nah, I'm here to kill you." That's one of my favorite moments in the show, to be honest.
It's below Grade 8 B tier.
I'm putting it A. I have too much bias to. I might put it Z in my personal feelings, but if you're saying B, I'll settle for A, but I can't put it lower than A.
My opinion is this is a D tier.
Oh, D.
Let me explain real quick. Let me explain. The form itself, okay, on terms of a transformation, he doesn't actually transform. He gets more energy, but it's not a transformation. Second,
You're right, Alex. He's actually, you know what? Alex has convinced me. I'm moving it down to top of C tier.
I'm putting it in
but
A.
second of all, he hasn't earned this form. He was given this form by the Elder Kai. This isn't a
Another
form that
two.
he's trained for. This isn't a form he's fought for. He
You know
literally
what, Alex?
sat
You're making
down.
good points.
He literally sat down in front of him until he got it.
You're making good points, but I just like this form too much.
I agree.
this is biased.
It's kind of a good form on terms of its power boost, and it looks good on Gohan. But as a transformation and as something in the show, whether or not he's earned it or not, I don't like it. It feels like this is an unearned form that
Alex,
Gohan.
You know what? You know what? You convinced me to put it in B. I'm not putting it any lower than B. But
I love the fact that Gohan does have more power, and this is a part of his character. But I don't like how he's gotten it.
I'm gonna put it in
Yeah,
B.
you're right.
Props. You convinced me through a debate to put it one tier lower.
Okay.
So
I did
props.
too.
Okay, so Golden Grade 8. I feel like it's C. It's not really that cool. It doesn't really have a lasting impact on the show.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I agree.
But it's not the worst. It's not the
But they-
worst.
It back.
But it's
which
bottom C. It's bottom C.
I'm putting it in mid C probably.
Yeah.
I'll have it below Ascended Saiyan because Super Saiyan does have. It's still the OG, like in terms of Super Saiyan. Okay, Super Saiyan 4 is Z tier for me.
C tier, definitely. That's
Because first off, the fact that it went back to the primal roots of Saiyans was cool because they had been on the whole Super Saiyan thing. This kind of brings it back to their roots of like, oh yeah, we're half ape,
Mm-hmm.
Also, just looks cool.
It looks so
Actually
cool.
takes Super Saiyan 4 actually takes W's. Like it shows up and gets the job done.
Yeah, it always claps cheap.
And then it also claps a lot during the Shadow Dragon arc. So like it takes multiple W's throughout the series.
Oh,
Has
Super
good
Saiyan-
moments.
if
Cool.
it's
Honestly, the worst thing about it probably was the actual transformation itself wasn't like but they did it different. It just like you weren't
it was,
expecting.
it was cool for Goku than it was for Vegeta. Vegeta's
Oh yeah. Now Vegeta's kind of devalues it a little bit. Just let's
because
shoot
it
him with the
was
machine.
with the machine. Yeah, but Goku had to like fight the Grade 8 form down, which was really cool.
So cool form. I mean, I would say
I will have to say
on
top
the
of B tier because I feel like this qualifies on terms of this one feels like a true transformation. Like he has the most like physical
B.
change
Did he
among all
pick
the
B?
forms.
He said B.
He said B.
B. It's got to be at least A. Like
It's
dude,
it.
I thought you
it's
said
the
B.
coolest-
You can debate
I
us.
said Z.
I thought you were talking about B because it was with the grade 8.
I could say A. I could say A. Like, we might could settle for A, but I can't put it lower than A. Like it doesn't really take L's. It's an actual transformation. It looks cool.
It's the best one so far. It is the best one on the list so
No,
far.
it's probably not better than OG Super Saiyan.
Nah, you convinced me. Yeah, it's probably I'd probably put it
A? Do you
like
wanna say top of A?
towards Z.
You want to say top of A as a settle or?
Nah, I'd probably say bottom of Z because, like I said before,
bottom of Z.
this has some. Like I said before, this has like the big rule I have with transformations where he actually transforms.
And
Yeah.
I mean, like we said with Super Saiyan 3 always getting dunked on, like Super Saiyan 4 has a pretty decent win rate.
Also, the fact that he went from a child into a grown man because of that power was pretty dope.
Yeah, true. He did turn into an adult body.
He's a man now.
Super Saiyan God. Okay. So
Okay.
I actually like regular God. Like it had like its own cool powers. It changed his body a little bit. It did put up a pretty good fight for its first showing, but the rest of the show it's very wasted potential. It's
I
kinda
think
like,
it's a B
I
tier.
feel like it's either hobby, maybe low A. It was a pretty cool form.
I'm
but
thinking
it
low
didn't-
A.
It didn't get the most screen time though. I would say low A maybe. It could have been an S or a Z if they used it more, but
I'm
didn't
thinking
use that enough.
low A just purely because this gives the ability for you to do new techniques.
yeah,
And that's something that these
movie
other
with Broly.
forms that they can't really do a whole lot of.
Yeah, like against Broly in the movie, he used that like God ring thing to like tie around his body, I think, right? And then he also healed himself in the anime. I just think Super Saiyan Blue showed up too soon. It didn't really get time to grow and get its
Yeah,
own like
it's
iconic
B.
moments. So it's either like low A or high B.
It's hot top of B.
Low
Now
C.
Super Saiyan Rose.
Super Saiyan, God, Super Saiyan.
I'm
Super
putting
Saiyan
mines
Blue.
on like the top of C tier, just
Super
because
Saiyan Blue, I gotta put low because like
I have.
it always got folded. It showed up way too soon. I don't think it took. Did it take a single like meaningful W in the whole series?
I want to say yes,
No.
but I don't think so.
I mean, technically, he beat Frieza, but it was just because of stamina, and then he still ended up letting himself get tricked. And then he
But
gets beat
no,
by.
but you also gotta remember it went through two different people. Both Goku and Vegeta inside of Blue, and Blue had to fight him. So
Technically, he was beating Frieza, but he let Frieza trick him. But he only won because of stamina. Like, is that really? That's kind of lame, isn't it? Like, you winning just because of stamina.
yeah,
And then on top of it, he loses the hit, gets folded by Jiren, loses to freaking Kefla. I mean, like, it just stays taking L's. There's no real redeeming factor for Super Saiyan Blue besides the fact that blues might be my favorite color. That's really all it has going for it. I mean, it showed up way too soon. Super Saiyan God should have had some time to grow.
yeah.
Anyway, Super Saiyan Rose.
I'm thinking it somewhere. I'm thinking B tier,
Low B.
Yeah.
Low B.
low B.
I mean, like at least Goku Black did some unique stuff when he was in Super Saiyan Rose. Like he had the scythe and all that, and the clones.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
Yeah.
you have to remember, this is a line that he said when he was in Super Saiyan Rose, I remember, inside the fight with Goku and Vegeta. He said, I don't even know what I'm doing, but it's amazing. Basically.
Yeah, but it's also like just a recolor of Super Saiyan Blue, so like we can't put it too high.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a low B, I guess. Super Saiyan Rage, I feel like this has got to be C because like it's cool, but at the same time it makes no sense whatsoever.
D tier.
I'm putting it in C because it literally makes no sense. Like, how can he just go from Super Saiyan 2 to this? Like, how was he not this pissed when his freaking mom died in front of him?
Yeah. I'm
I mean,
thinking this is D tier just because it's the same. It's kind of a similar
I'm fine with
reason
D.
I have with Gohan. It's more justified than Gohan's, I will say.
I don't.
Almost. I said
so.
almost.
I feel like a guy being able to unlock your hidden. Oh, you said almost. Okay.
And I will argue that at least when Gohan he got Mystic, at least it was meaningful on how he was able to attain more godly power. But you're telling me that this little brat, this little blue-haired shit, just got a little bit more mad, and suddenly he can fight against a Super Saiyan God.
Well, it also just doesn't really make that much sense because like his mom died in front of his own eyes and he doesn't unlock this form. Like he only had his mom throughout most of his life, so he would be super close with her. And I think him just seeing Vegeta and Goku get beat up like made him that mad. Like what the heck?
Mm.
Okay, we have the coolest thing in Dragon Ball Super, Ultra Instinct.
This is Ultra Instinct.
C tier or is this A tier?
Okay, there's two Ultra Instinct.
I mean, I think we just kind of rank all like as a mix. But I
All
mean,
right.
Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct took 2 W's when it showed up, and then it never got to finish its fight with Jiren, but it was looking like it was gonna start losing. But
Mm-hmm.
so Ultra Instinct had a pretty cool reveal, but I do think it did technically win against Jiren. Like it was gonna win until his body gave out.
All right. This is what I think. I think regular Ultra Instinct Omen, whatever you want to call it. I'm thinking that may be mid B tier or top of B tier, somewhere around there.
Honestly, I think I might like the way the regular UI
And
looks
then-
over the mastered. Honestly,
I do kind of like that more, but he kind of transforms a little bit more on Mastered. He kind of shows that it has a slight change to show that he has somewhat full control.
He can actually attack.
a bit more about just the way that the UI looks, the sign I think is what they call it. It just looks cool to me probably, but I think we
Yeah.
can put it high.
Well,
'Cause it does. That's a cool
the
thing. It wins.
at least on the
Mastered
Omen
Ultra
form, it
Instinct,
kind
though,
of go on. Sorry.
as like way better as far as like like he doesn't put off that heat. He doesn't.
Well, UI has
You
cool
get that.
moments. It has a good theme. Actually win. Like it actually shows that
Yeah.
it should have won probably. So I think a top of A probably for me.
Master.
I'm just putting it in general top of A. Well, that says sign actually on it. Mastered is its own thing.
Yeah.
I'm putting it bottom of A, I guess.
Yeah, I put Ultra Instinct, or Omen. I put that at the bottom of A, and then Ultra Instinct
We can do
Master.
mastered later when it pops up, I guess. Or we could rank
Uh,
it. Do y'all just want to rank mastered now?
I'm going
Since
ahead
we're already
and ranking mastered. With
I put Master as Z
put in mastered top of A.
I've got,
because mainly for the moment when he said that anybody that tries to hurt my friends is gonna pay, and then he like was so mad,
And that was interesting because you rarely. The only two times I can really think of, I think that Goku just looks pissed like that is then and when he's fighting Cell.
He got
That's the only two times. Like most of the time, Goku just has like this like either like a straight face or like he's smiling when he's fighting, but like he looks legit pissed in that fight. And same thing when he's fighting Cell. Like you could tell the desperation on his face.
mm-hmm.
I think Goku doesn't show that much, and he really showed it in when Jiren pissed him off. I just think the drawback you can't stay in it that long. I guess like that could lower it a little bit. And then I mean the fact that it kind of just he just randomly is able to master a form that even the gods couldn't quote unquote master for like they've been training for you. I mean you could say it doesn't make the most sense. I'm gonna put it top of A. It definitely is cool moments, cool theme. So we got Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolution.
Oh yeah,
about?
Super Saiyan Blue Evolution.
Royal Blue.
It is.
I don't really like it that much.
I think it's an alright kind of form.
I'm thinking C tier.
Yeah, I'm thinking definitely like
He kind of just transforms out of nowhere. He's just like, oh yeah, I'm losing this beam struggle. I'm gonna transform now.
oh Kakarot transformed, I'll transform. Yeah.
It's literally just a rehash of Ascended, but for blue. It's literally Ascended blue. I mean,
I'm saying like bottom B tier.
I put it below Ascended, like honestly, just because I prefer.
The reason I justify it is because at least in the manga, at least in that form, was closer to getting a win than Super Saiyan Blue in general has had wins. So
I mean, technically he beat Topo, but at the same time, like you beat the number 2, you didn't beat the number 1, and it came out of nowhere really. And I don't think you know what I mean. Like it didn't really beat Jiren.
Yeah. No.
I think it belongs around where Ascended.
It didn't even really hang with Jiren.
Ascended and Super Saiyan Evolution are the same thing, just for Super Saiyan.
I'm pretty sure that Kaioken, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken.
Yeah, why is Kaioken not a freaking thing on here? It would be A or
well,
Z.
Kaioken it's not really a transformation. It's more of a technique. If you
it says forms.
It's more of a transformation than Super Saiyan Rage, isn't it?
It says forms though. It doesn't say transformations. It says forms. So Kaioken's kind of a form.
Yeah.
I guess it's a technique technically though, so that's fine. Okay, transform Zarbon. I mean they turned a pretty boy into like a monster looking thing. He actually gets stronger. I don't really think he's nothing meaningful though. I don't think he's D tier though. I think he's B or C.
I'm probably saying like low C, probably.
Yeah, I'll put him at bottom C. It's better than Super Saiyan Rage, like at least it didn't literally like wasn't the biggest like power up pull out of the butt of all time. Like he doesn't get that much stronger, you know.
Yeah.
He like doubles in power. It's nothing.
We're not doing first form Frieza, right?
It's technically all of his forms are different though. I feel like we could rank first form. We don't have to though, because technically final form is actually his normal being.
Or at least now it's his normal being.
But he said it in the manga though. He said he made the other. He said it in the. He said he made the other 3 forms because he could hold back his power better.
Oh, okay. Well,
so we could just not rank final form if y'all want, since this is normal state.
Nah, we'll rank final form because it was a reveal as a.
Okay. So first form Frieza, not really intimidating looking. Most of the time he's kind of seen sitting in a chair. Like when he's introduced, but to be fair, he does have one of the best villain introductions though.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we could put it in B tier.
B.
It had did you not see how good of a introduction?
I mean, that's more of him as a villain than less of this as a form.
Him as a villain.
I'm saying what I'm thinking is that this is probably C tier. I mean, in terms of a form,
above Golden Great Ape, I think, below Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. For me, okay, fair enough.
Second form, Second
form is literally just a buff version of it.
Form B, he looks more intimidating.
Yeah, it's just buff form. It's just a tad better. And
Third form, probably. Oh, wait,
Third one, probably a D tier because it's like
put in a B2 because I think it makes him look like a monster, kind
I'm
of.
putting it
Yeah,
on
but
D just because it's
Golden
literally
has
an alien ripoff. He looks
Okay,
like a
I'll
xenomorph.
put it in C then. I'll put it in C.
I
I don't
just
know.
hold at that point.
I'm not putting it in Super Saiyan Rage's tier.
And
Uh,
final
Final form. It's
like,
iconic, but it's not really anything that great either. Maybe it's B or C.
yeah, probably
tier.
B.
I'm putting it in B tier,
Bottom.
and that's the grade 8.
Put it bottom of
It's
B.
pretty good.
100% is literally just buff final form. So B or C also.
Yeah, probably B because it was kind of like a.
It's literally just buff. It's literally just buff final form, honestly.
It was called final form, and then
Golden Frieza,
do
D probably.
you say D?
I mean, it looks cool, but it literally is the most. It's literally even worse than Super Saiyan Rage in terms of pulling a power up out of your butt.
Well, at least that when he got in Golden Frieza, at least he addressed like, "Hey, I have been training for a while to get this."
He literally trained for 4 months. Goku and Vegeta trained for years,
Yeah.
and they had to train with the freaking Angel to get to there. And then Golden Frieza's just like, yeah, I'm gonna train against some random scrub for 4 months. I'm stronger than all y'all. Like it just doesn't make that much sense.
Truthfully, I'm
the
just gonna
visual-
put it. I'm only gonna put it on C tier, just mainly because for like what you said, it's the form itself was just very low on terms of whether or not he earned it because he trained just for a short period. Also, I don't like it just because of the way it looks.
And he literally said like, he's literally so obsessed with beating Super Saiyan that he colored his form after it. Like, Frieza, you got to get over it, my boy. Like, if you just left them alone, you could actually like exist probably, but you got to get your revenge.
All right.
Okay, we have like one of the best villains of all time, Cell.
Mhm.
Semi perfect, or we're doing imperfect?
Imperfect Cell. So the introduction of Imperfect Cell doesn't factor into his rank at all. Y'all don't think? Because I think
No,
he
it's
had
just-
one of the best reveals too. Like maybe the best. Imperfect Cell was kind of creepier.
Yeah, but it's talking about the form.
So Imperfect Cell is kind of creepier. He actually showed off some techniques in Imperfect Cell. I think he
I think
used
I'll go
some
D.
special beam cannon, didn't he?
I think I'm going D tier for that one.
D?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's just not good.
You think it's worse than Imperfect? Did you think it's worse than Super Saiyan Rage and Golden Frieza? I don't. I feel like I gotta put it like C or B because like
It's under or it's above Super Saiyan Rage. But yeah,
I'm having semi-perfect cells my lowest cell form.
yeah, no, semi perfect's gonna be F tier.
All right.
Put in
I'm
a
going
D.
to say
I don't have an F tier.
I'm going to put Imperfect Cell right there.
putting Imperfect Cell in B.
Final Form Frieza, just purely
too.
because each of the cell forms. I mean, mainly like Imperfect Cell. I mean, it's unique in terms of character design in Dragon Ball. Like,
Well, also like he had that creepy vibe going for him, which is kind of in terms of a villain, it works.
Deleted my F tier and moved him up to C.
I'm putting semi-perfect in D though. I don't think
Semi perfect is in D.
semi-perfect's kind of just like a buff Imperfect Cell. He didn't really. He
And
kind
he
of
got trashed on.
He got folded by Vegeta. Then he like begged like a villain wouldn't normally beg. He kind of like begged him to do his transformation. I think, or maybe not beg, but he's like, I could have beat you if I transformed. And then Vegeta, then Vegeta let him transform. I don't really think he really did that much. And then he popped back out and tried to blow himself up. I guess that's the best moment it has going for it. Perfect Cell.
yeah, Perfect Cell.
B or A? What are we thinking?
I'm thinking B.
Probably B.
It's
iconic, but it looked okay as a design. And I mean, I don't know if we count all his technique because I mean he could do most of those techniques as Imperfect Cell too. So it's not really unique in terms of techniques or anything. I mean, it had moments, but it didn't really,
Yeah.
It's just another form. Super Perfect Cell's literally just Perfect Cell, but with the Zenkai boost. So I feel like
Yeah.
it's C probably. I mean, it wasn't really.
I just put it like a step down.
I'm
It's
just
the
gonna-
same.
I'll just rank them
stronger.
together. Honestly, I think they're pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just gonna. Do I even rank Super Perfect? It's basically the same thing. I'm just not gonna rank it or 100% because they're about the same thing as their
Yeah.
counterparts.
You just put it down. Does not count.
Yeah, I just put it at not ranking super perfect and 100% because they're about the same thing as their final forms.
Okay.
Fat Boo. So
I like that.
it was kind of unique. It had some interesting techniques too that it used. Like I know technically the other Boos could probably use it, but like specifically Majin Buu is really the only one that used the Candy Ray. Like none of the other ones really used it that much.
Yeah, so
Also, the regeneration was pretty OP. There wasn't really that many other fat villains, so that was kind of a unique thing.
and he was not that villainous.
And then he shows that he's in the show later too, so you have future moments. But he also did kind of cause Beerus to like go off. That was kind of annoying.
Yeah, but we're just talking about the forms though.
Well, like Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan 3, we talked about the moments it had. So I feel like we got a slight, like you could slight talk about. I feel like it's probably B tier. I don't think it was, because at the same time, do you really take from Fat Boo that seriously when you see him?
Nah.
Low, like bottom of B probably. Evil Boo. Well, Alice, what do you think about Fat Boo? I don't think I really heard you say anything.
I'd say he's just mid C tier. If he's just a tad above semi perfect cell, I would say because like you said, I mean Majin Buu being like the bigger Buu, he has a unique look. He's a different size than what Dragon Ball usually has because usually most of the villains are just beefcakes walking around.
So yeah, looking like they just got done with the
he's just literally a big, powerful dude without needing to be jacked. So, I don't entirely like him as much as a character, although he has good moments here and there. He has moments. Just I'm not a big fan of his character, but we're not talking about that. It's just the form itself it's okay. So it's a C.
Okay, fair enough. I might keep him bottom of B. But I mean, we're fairly close on the opinion. Evil Boo literally was in the show for like 5 minutes.
That's bottom of D tier. It didn't matter.
I added an F back.
I'm gonna put it above Super Saiyan Rage and Golden. I'm gonna put it above Super Saiyan Rage. So I'll put it below Golden Frieza.
Okay.
I'll just say at least Evil Boo like kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Super Boo. I mean, he's kind of just swole. Swole Fat Boo, honestly.
Also different, and also a change of personality. So,
yeah, I'll put him in C. I think.
Yeah, he's about the same.
I'll put him above Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, below Ascended Super Saiyan. Do we even rank Bootank's Buuhan and Buickolo? I mean, they're just absorptions.
Okay, but
I'm all right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to at least rank the Bootanks because at least that kind of is a difference. He got cockier at that point. So
Super Buuhan was good too.
It had moments, but I mean, I don't really know if you count it as its own like transform as its own form. If we're not ranking, like if you don't consider Super 17 a form, then like I don't see.
That's a fair point. I should. You know what?
You never said Super 17.
I think I'm gonna rank Super 17 though, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We can rank Bootanks maybe, but I don't think I want to rank the other two. But Bootanks didn't really get that much screen time though. Like he only really fought Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and I think that's technically filler.
Buuhan got the most screen time.
Or no, that's Buickolo, isn't it? No, Bootanks folded Gohan. My bad. I'm thinking of Buickolo.
Yeah, Bootanks folded Gohan, and then he turned into Super Buuhan.
Yeah, so we could definitely do Kid Buu though, but I don't really think. I don't know what y'all's opinion on Kid Buu is. I would have him pretty low. I think he doesn't really have much. He's like the typical like just super evil guy. Like at least Frieza and Cell had personality. Kid Buu didn't really have much personality, but I don't think he's D tier. I think he's like bottom of C.
Yeah, I agree. I can't think of any reason why he's any better than Super Buu or Majin Buu.
No, he had like no personality. I mean, he's just the typical like super bad guy that just does bad to do bad.
Just
I guess like at least Cell kind of had some endearment maybe. Frieza was just like Frieza had some personality to him. He was a douche, but at least he had personality.
Mm-hmm.
Maju was pretty cool.
Madrib is a fat.
It was kind of neat seeing the Boo and the reincarnation of Boo combining. I mean, looks cool. It doesn't really have that great of moments though. I mean, it helps stall.
Looks no different than Noob though.
But then I think he gets kind of gets folded against Omega Shenron.
I put him in F.
I put him in
F. I think it's C or B for me.
I'm putting him in does not count because this is another instance where this is a fusion and not an actual form. So
technically they're the same person. So
putting him at bottom of B.
Yeah, but it's more like they were separate and now they're back together. So I'd say it's kind of
you. Yeah. I mean, he does get a huge power up though, and he kind of.
Where's the Piccolo Kami? Why is that not on?
Piccolo, I'd probably put that in like A if it was here. Baby Vegeta. This is just straight up like baby.
You're not ranking baby.
Oh, I mean that's like just his base. Like that's just him. I put that in not ranking just because that's really just him technically.
Yeah, you didn't really do much. Okay, then super.
Baby. I mean, baby probably. I mean, I know you guys said that we don't rank this. I feel like you gotta slightly take it into account in terms of like impact it had on the show and stuff.
Yeah.
But baby's one of the coolest like villains, like in terms of a concept, like ever. I mean, the fact that he could absorb other people, and the fact that he actually had a reason to be pissed at the Saiyans.
Yeah, I think I'll put regular baby Vegeta.
Regular baby's probably a B. It looked fairly cool, but I think it didn't really do quite. It did fold Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I think, which might not make the most sense, but it did do it. Below Great Ape though, they definitely didn't have the same moments.
I don't know. I feel like all of the baby Vegetas go into the category of does not count because it's a parasite infecting a person. It feels like less of a transformation and another kind of like semi-fusion category.
Forms. It says forms. Like I feel like form is like it's not a not all these are transformations. I guess like some of them is like more of a being, but I kind of want to rank them.
Yeah, I think so. I think you put baby in B, super baby in bottom B.
Super baby Vegeta 2 would probably be B also, right?
Super baby 2, maybe A.
Maybe low A or high B.
Maybe A for the like. I mean, he's strong as crap. Like he forced Goku to go Super Saiyan 4.
Okay, so Super 17. Alex said he doesn't want to rank him. I think.
Yeah,
Adam, what do we think then?
Super 17. I mean,
see, they don't really do that much.
Yeah, I mean it's not that great. It's not that unique. We're gonna go.
He kept spam flipping his hair too.
I'm gonna go D for that.
Yeah, actually top of D probably. He kept flipping his hair the whole time. I mean, it was in terms of the arc. Like this doesn't count towards the character, but the dynamic between him and 18 was cool.
Yeah,
but that doesn't count towards the form. I think we could rank Omega. I don't think we rank Sin though, because Sin was his like actual being. Omega was actually a transformation because he absorbed the other dragon's powers. So Omega is a pretty cool villain.
The form though, all he did was really absorb the Dragon Balls. He got strong.
It actually makes sense though in terms of him being strong.
Yeah, he is a Shenron.
But the visuals kind of was alright. But didn't really stay around in the show that long.
Put him middle B.
I think he's above Fat Boo and Majub, but I don't know if he's above Frieza.
My thing about this transformation is that what it is after he absorbs the Dragon Balls is that he just gets buffer, and then he gets bigger horns. His actual character look doesn't change a whole lot.
No, not really. He's just a little bit swollen.
I mean, yeah, when he's Omega Shenron, he can actually take on Super Saiyan 4 and whatnot, but he just, as the character looks, it doesn't, he just gets swoller, he's got some jewelry on his chest, but apart from that, he doesn't look that different.
Yeah, I might have to split my B and like my B tier up because like I don't know, I feel like Super Saiyan 3 to Baby Vegeta's probably above Perfect Cell down to Maju, but I might have to make like a B plus, B minus or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we can Magical Girl Ribrianne. I don't know about y'all. This might be my least favorite character of all time.
Yeah.
Wait, are we not ranking? Ribrianne is a form.
Ribrianne's a waifu. No, I think that's just her base form. Isn't
No,
it?
it's not.
But if we're ranking Ribrianne, I'm putting her like B just because
No,
she's a waifu.
you remember they transformed.
They transformed into Magical Girl, but regular Ribrianne is her base.
No, I'm pretty sure they transformed into that before the fight.
No, they showed up like that, and then they transformed into their Magical Girl forms, and I think they all combined into making the fat like Ribrianne. I think there was like a small Ribrianne before, right? And then they
Yeah, I think the small Rebrian was before this one.
no, the small Ribrianne was after the waifu. She was waifu first.
So we don't rank it.
No, I mean if you want to rank it, I'm putting it B, but I don't think it counts because it's her
I'm
base
not.
form.
I'm not ranking
we-
Ribrianne.
we
I'm
don't
Magical
rank-
Girl
You should
Ribrianne.
rank Magical
Magical Girl
Girl. That's definitely
Ribrianne, bottom of
that's
F.
definitely a transformation.
Bottom of F.
That's
I
bottom
don't know
of D.
though. At least she changed though. At least she changed a lot, but she shouldn't have been that strong. Like she got hecka strong for
Bottom
no
of
reason.
F and heck
Putting
of
it top of
annoying.
D. I'm putting it top of D.
Bottom of D on mine.
Putting it top of D. At least it changed. Wrathful Broly was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I'd say probably
B.
B.
yeah, round the top
B,
of B.
probably. Then we have Legendary Super Saiyan. I mean,
Maybe
I
A.
think I liked it better on OG Broly. Like honestly, this
Bottom of
Broly,
A.
like I don't know. I think for this Broly, I think I like Wrathful better. I think it fits this character. It's cool. It's its own thing. Like Legendary Super Saiyan is basically just busted regular Super Saiyan. I'm gonna put it in B below Wrathful, but
Yeah, but
put it
honestly,
above Super
Wrathful Broly is just like the in between base and legendary. So
it was unique.
it led up to it.
It was unique though. It was pretty cool. But I do think Broly, in terms of like his power scaling, was really whack because like he shouldn't have been that strong. I know they called him legendary, but at the same time, it's the same thing with Caulifla and Kale. Like, if you accept the fact that Broly's that strong because he's a prodigy, then like them they also you can make the same case for them. But just saying a character's a prodigy and not showing any on-screen reasoning it doesn't work like that well, you know?
Yeah, but I mean,
Because like
with the legendary Super Saiyan, it was more like he genetically could achieve a different that form, but also he literally saw
But,
his
I mean-
he literally saw his only family die in front of him.
yeah, Goku saw that and he turned into a regular Super Saiyan. He
Yeah.
saw his best friend die. But I mean, like, I'm just saying, it just the fact that we see Goku and Vegeta train for years and then train with the Angel and then go through the whole tournament of power arc, and we never see anything about Broly's life. There's just no reason to think that he should be as strong as a quote unquote like Super Saiyan God with Super Saiyan on top of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, in terms of storytelling, they just don't show enough like of Broly to make us like. The only way you can explain it is because he's a prodigy, and they did that with Caulifla, and look how she. I mean, it was better than that though. I mean, it was better than that. At least he had his own form, but you know what I mean.
You have to
I
admit,
think you mind,
the fight was
Connor.
cool.
Adam likes Ultra Instinct a lot. He's legendary Super Saiyan. Grade Ape, I might could see your point about Grade Ape being an A, Adam. I think because it was pretty cool. Adam, can you see mine or no? You can't see mine. I'm just gonna screen share in Discord, Adam.
Alright.
See if you have any thoughts on mine.
Only 2 Z2s?
Yeah, Z. I mean,
You are though.
top. Super Saiyan. I'll put it top of A because I mean I like Super Saiyan 2 more probably, but UI's cool for him. I think Super Saiyan God could have been Z tier if they
You
gave it.
might have Fat Boo kind of high. Rebrianne's definitely too high.
I mean, I have her at the worst
Zarbon?
tier.
Maybe
Huh?
too high. You might have Zarbon a little bit too high.
I mean, he changed a lot though. To be fair,
And Majub. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it's pretty solid.
I mean, did not rank. We got some. I didn't rank Super Perfect or 100% because like they're
I didn't either.
100%'s literally Frieza, but swole. Super Perfect's literally just Cell with the lightning and stronger. Okay. Anyway, that was a pretty good discussion though. We had a couple of times where we were able to kind of convince each other. So I guess we can have discussion and not scream at each other here. You have civilized
All right.
conversations. Alex, you got anything you want to say, or?
Yeah. I just sent you guys my list. Want y'all's opinion on it. All right, so real quick, I just want to say on terms of Ultra Instinct on that one. All right, so Ultra Instinct, I will admit, is a cool form, but
I think we can move Fat Boo down.
it feels like it's more of a technique, and that's my argument.
Yeah, it is kind of a technique, but at the same time, like I think
it's introduced as a technique, but I don't know if I would put either of the Ultra Instincts up into Z.
No, I have them both in A.
Yeah, I put them both in A. I just put Mastered. The way I've got it set up is, alright, so my list is on top, from top to bottom. On Z, it's Super Saiyan, then Super Saiyan 4. Those are my only two Zs, because I feel like those two...
Me too, Alex.
On A, on A on the very top, it's Super Saiyan 2, because Gohan had like the best moment with it. I feel like Gohan made that form special. But it...
Yeah.
Honestly, no, the Majin Vegeta's versus Super Saiyan 2 Goku fight's pretty cool, too.
Oh, yeah, they should have had Majin Vegeta, because I like that form, actually.
That would be an A.
That's probably Vegeta's best form.
Yeah.
But there's one thing
honestly,
Saiyan always keeps his pride.
Actually, if Majin Vegeta was on here, he'd be my Z. He'd also be up in Z, in my opinion.
Also, if they did the Rage Vegeta when he said, "My Bulma," yeah.
Nah, that's just Super Saiyan 2.
Then Mastered Ultra Instinct after that. Then Super Saiyan God. Then Ultra Instinct Sign. Then instead of B, get Great Ape on top. Perfect Cell, 100% Final Form Frieza, and Frieza. I kind of wanted to put them both in the same. They're in the same spot. I don't think that Final Form 100% is better. It's a bit of a step up.
No, that's fair. I mean, I just didn't rank 100%, but I mean, I think if you're ranking them, they're basically the same thing.
Basically the same thing, just one's a little more jacked. Wrathful Broly, and then Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, just because, like you said before, Wrathful Broly is just kind of it's just a more unique form than Super Saiyan. Then Imperfect Cell, then Super Baby Vegeta 2, then Rose, then Evolution. Then over inside of C tier, on top is Super Baby Vegeta, Golden Great Ape, Second Form Frieza, First Form Frieza, Majin Buu, Super Buu, Omega Shenron, Semi-Perfect Cell, Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan Blue, Ascended, Super Saiyan 3, then Transform Zarbon, Kid Buu, then Baby Vegeta. Now, the only reason why I put Baby Vegeta down there is just because I do have the argument of saying that it's more of a fusion parasite kind of thing, but
I mean, we could not rank base baby if you want.
I mean, I just put him there because, like you guys would say, he did have some cool moments. So, but if I did have to rank him, he'd be at the bottom of C. But I did put his other forms up there because he actually transformed with those other forms.
Fair enough. I'll put him bottom of B. I had him like higher in B, but I don't think he should be ahead of Cell. I had him ahead of Cell for some reason, but
yeah. Then inside D tier, on the top of D tier is Mystic Gohan, then Evil Boo, Super Saiyan Rage, Third Form Frieza, and then Magical Girl Ripley. Everyone else's inside does not count.
Alex, if you want, you can look in the Discord real quick. I have it screen sharing right now, my tier list, but I could just say it if you want.
Let me look it up. Look for it real quick.
You just look at it and see what you think.
Do we go for the fast food one now?
How do I do your... Oh, wait, there it is. It's right here for chat. How do I full screen? There we go. Yeah, I can get by that.
I mean, I'm being honest. Like, I know y'all rank Mystic lower, I think, but like, I bias. I just really like the form. That's like Gohan's my favorite character.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might like him the most at that point in time, like where he's Great Saiyaman and then Mystic.
Yeah,
that might be my favorite character. So I have a little bias there, but besides that, I mean, I feel like we were all fairly close on a lot of stuff. There was a couple of characters we were a little off on, but overall, pretty good discussion.